Hello, my name is Richard Marshall, and I teach the juniors in the simulation and game department. So this semester, we'll be doing SGD 111, which is really the introductory course to the Weight Tech program. So we'll cover a little bit about what's offered by the program, and then we're going to dip into a couple of game engines. So game engines are the software that are used to actually create games, the environments, and then we can bring the characters into those environments and make them do all the stuff we want them to do. So we won't be going very deep in the projects. It's just really an introduction, um, so they know the software we're dealing with, because when they move into the seniors, that's really when they're going to dig in and start using that stuff. And then the second half of this semester, we're going to start using a program called Maya, which is a 3D modeling software, where they'll get to create all sorts of assets, things, creatures, and so you build those in Maya, and then you bring them into the game engine. So we'll be doing this online, certainly to start with. So we meet every day, and with the last two periods in the day. So I do record each class, so that if a student is sick or away, I will post those links into Blackboard. Now, Blackboard is the web access to all the programs that we have. So I'm just going to share my screen now and show you what your students are faced with every day. So they will open their Weight Tech link. So let me show you that. And then they log in here to Blackboard. And so I'll take you to the class that we're looking at, which is 111 here. And so this is really where all the information that they need for the course is. So we have the lessons are laid out here. And now for us, we're doing these courses in 8 weeks rather than 16 weeks. Though they're still divided into the 16 modules. So essentially we'll be doing a couple of these a week. And then in here we have all the projects that are due. So we have one project for each module. So they'll have 16 modules, and they'll be graded on all of those. So they're expected to attend all the synchronous meetings. Now, some of the days we have as asynchronous, so they'll just be given projects to work on in their own time. They can communicate with me by email, and I'll get back to them. Now, we will also be using Microsoft Teams to conduct the meetings, and they can talk to me. We'll talk as a class, obviously, over the meetings, and then they can also contact me individually, maybe if they want to talk about something they don't want everyone else in the class to hear. They can also set up meetings. I have office hours, obviously the virtual office hours, from 10:30 till 11:30 on weekdays, and then also from 2:30 to 5 um, on Thursdays. So if they email me or talk to me in class, we can set up a Teams meeting and meet one-on-one, again, obviously virtually right now, to talk out any problems they have. Um, so I'm really the first person they should reach out to if they have any trouble. Um, we have, of course, Gina Boudry is our liaison between Vernon Malone and Wake Tech, and she will, if there's any issues about that coordination, that's really where she fits in. If it's something more complicated on the Wake Tech side, then Cindy Foster is the director of my program. So as far as attendance goes, they are expected to be present in the class every time we are meeting. So I think that is covers most of what you need to know. My contact information is in Blackboard at the top. So actually, let me go back to share screen and make sure you can see where that is. Now your students have control over Blackboard. So if we go back here, so up here, here's my faculty information. And here's my email here, and my office hours. If as a parent you have something you want to talk to me about, you can email me and I'll be happy to set up a Teams meeting or talk to you by email. I know these are tricky times for everyone, but I have to say the one thing about these the kids that I am, well, barely kids now, they're juniors. I'm teaching, they really have done a great job. I think partially because as people who are interested in games, they're used to communicating virtually. They're probably spending quite a lot of their time. I know my son is being kept sane through this whole time because he can meet up with his friends every day online and go and play games. So it's more natural, I think, for them to be engaged in the digital world. However, that being said, it's much harder to have a really good class discussion when you're working online, talking at little boxes. And so I will say, up to now, they have by and large done an amazing job at keeping up, and hopefully we can keep them on board for the rest of this semester, and the end is in sight. So we'll just hunker down and keep going. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for visiting the open house. And like I say, you can reach out to me if you have any further questions. Goodbye for now.